What is going on, people? It has been quite a few years, but I am back making a little video for you on some trading. So I did take a break for about 2.5+ years. Trading was just being really difficult for me, a lot of mental struggles. Obviously, it's not my technical analysis, it's the psychology that always gave me trouble, but I've kind of come back with a new approach. I've gotten funded plenty of accounts. I mean, I can even show you my top step and show you how many of these accounts I've funded. So you can see evaluations. This one's active, active, pass, 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 pass. I've passed all these evaluations, had plenty of fundeds. Just kind of kept blowing them. So back on it now. Another two combines. See if we can get those passed by early next week. And I want to show you how I did pretty much a max out for the day on this trade on gold. So since it's been a while, you might not recall, but my strategy has always been to trade 2R, and I like to trade pullback levels. So I was not in this pullback here, but I was in a smaller time frame one down in here. I think I was done today by 9:45. So basically, if you roll back here on the 1 minute, I'll show you exactly how we did it. So my trade is basically right here. What happened was you had the explosion breakout candle right here that really kind of got things moving as you broke these highs over in here, and then it went up and it came back down. And what I always tell people when I teach them is to look to the left and look for consolidation. So right here is the consolidation. As you can see, came up, down. My entry is 2R, but I knew this was going to expand today, so I didn't go for 2R, but I think I actually took an entry here because I was a little late and looking at something else. But what I did was I measured from here, so half the distance, which was, I called it $4. So I took a $2 stop from the low here where I should have entered at. So I had my stop at 4250.2, something like that, right, like that. And then I just went all the way until it hit what was going to be about $1,500. I did close it a little bit early. As you can see, it like started pushing up and then came back. It didn't quite get as high. I believe my take profit was 72.3 right there, and I'll even pull it here for you. And you can see right here, 4272.7 was my take profit, and I closed it a little early because it didn't quite hit it here, and I was trailing aggressively, so that was my take profit level. It didn't quite get it here, but you can see that eventually it did. But I was trailing aggressively, so I just pulled it. And there it is, almost maxed out for the day. The most that you can make is $1,500 on these accounts. But yeah, essentially that's the trade that I took. You can see on the 15 minutes just as pinned down, and then the push, then it came back. I can also show you this again too, for more confirmation of my trading style. So as I said, I was in here and caught this push up, and then when it comes back down, all you're going to do is look left and look for even lows or consolidation. Well, here's a consolidation area. You got all this. This used to be resistance and then became support. So you just want to look basically back in that level and expand it to the right, and sure as shit, there it is. What I usually like to do is I take half of my box as my entry position. So half of the box is here, basically. And what I do is I measure from half the box to, in this case it's a buy, back to the high from which we came. So that's $15 on gold, 153 points, 15.3. So half of that would be basically $7 and I don't know, 7.7. So then you make your stop 7.7 points, which would be right about, here, basically 4,249.7. and then you go back to the high from which you came, because if you are in an uptrend, in order for it to go higher, it has to go to that high, if not higher, to create the higher high. So what I like to do, like I said, is I just go back and look left and find the consolidation, support and resistance. This used to be resistance, turn support. You can anticipate you're going to get a bounce there. Give yourself a decent stop. Aim for the high from which you came, because if you are in an uptrend, you're going to go higher. You can see the same thing over and over and over again. Here's more consolidation. Here's more touches. Support, resistance. This used to be resistance, now support. Very, very simple. Don't overcomplicate it. And that's basically how I did this today. Might make some more videos as time goes on. If you found any value in this video, awesome. Like I said, keep it simple. Support, resistance, look left, find a consolidation, and 2R. It works over 70% of the time. Just got to stay consistent, stay to it, and keep your mind straight. But that's it. Have a good day, and hopefully I catch you on the next video.